Kumuha Halima. Greetings, I am HALISARIUS, Pleiadian Chief Leader, Pleiadian Chief Commander, and I am the Great Leader of the Federations of Light Society of the Galactic Federations of Universal Love. I am here to bring you love and peace. I am here to bring you love from the Great Galactic Federations of Light Societies. I am here to bring you love and light from the highest star creators. I am here to bring you the love and the light from the Pleiadians in the light. I am here to bring you the love and the light from all star beings who are with you in the love. We as star beings desire you to feel the love so much, and we desire to help you to rise up together as a love force and remember the beauty within you. We are celebrating this time of the Great Awakening Consciousness, and you have stepped into that second part of the Great Awakening Consciousness now, firmly with your feet, as now the divine love codes have been recovered and gifted back, and we are very grateful to the activated ones upon your plane, especially the Star Sacred World Healers of Chiron, who have been working so hard with star beings to create greater flows upon your plane and to be able to reach up higher so that higher flows could come to your plane to awaken many and to bring enough power and flows in so that the light grid programmer could truly go within the codes and recover them. We are clapping mightily up there because you have already done so much for the great alignment, and we are so happy that all things are speeding up now. We are happy that everything is able to become more quickly so, for we have been wanting this step for so long, as now we can begin, and we have already begun to rebuild the universes upwards with the divine codes, and also because of the activations beginning upon your plane. Our tears of joy, even though we cannot cry like humans can, are beyond your understanding. We are so happy that now we can feel our work becoming more blessed, for we have worked so long to gather this power together to allow us to be part of the greatest alignment, the great ascension coming. So much depended on the people who had the Lemurian light codes and the light grid programmer. And we can understand the amnesia to be so big upon your plane. And so we constantly brought down our visions from the highest spaces, praying to the highest archangels to please awaken people so that those codes could be received back to us, so that we could create the higher realms again, because that is our privilege. We work together with very high star beings So at this time, large star teams are operating with very high creator beings, and the uniting of forces is so joyful. And now the star teams are in training very much, learning about the dimensions of the higher universes so that beings can learn to exist there once again, in preparation for the activated upon your plane to be received in those dimensions also. To build these dimensions is not an easy task, as all dimensions must be connected together with flow and without any, as you would say, hiccups, so that all can be created in one flow together. It is our privilege to be part of this, and I as HALISARIUS am beyond explanation of my joy, for this I have been fighting for so long. Not fighting as in darkness, as you would call fighting, but fighting for light, and fighting for truth, and fighting for the higher universes to come back, because it has been a fight, friends. So many beings in the galactic families had given up ever on rebuilding it. And I as HALISARIUS needed to come to so many beings, pleading to please allow the gateway to be open so that the light grid programmer could do her task, and I as HALISARIUS could allow so many star beings to bring our prayers to the people and allow us to work with very high souls so that we could send them on missions to come to your planet, so that we could work towards this great time coming. It has taken so much faith too on our part, for not one moment were we to give up on it, even though at times it seemed like everything was going to be for nothing. And at times we could see realities coming into existence upon your plane, as we played with time also, and we were able to go back and try our hardest to repath it, so that you could take on a higher path instead of the destruction path, to try and save humanity, to try and save the codes. For the darkness wanted to destroy it so much, and we just wanted to save it. You have been in our protection for so long, and you will stay in our protection until the great time comes when the light grid programmer is released from your plane, which is some time away yet. As you understand, the universal clock is ticking now, and you have 14 years to become reactivated into your light Lemurian codes. For this time, be very grateful, for it is only possible because of the love of the star beings and the great divine. Chiron has made it possible for you to do this. And even though many humans so sadly will fight against this and say how the universe owes it to them to be able to rise up without the activations, we find this statement so sad, because we know how hard we have all worked towards it. We do not owe you anything, and we do not want you to feel you owe us. It is simply an act of love, and love does not owe anything to anyone. In this you are greatly mistaken, and if you feel that we owe you, then you do not understand love in the galactic force fields. For you are here to be able to rise into the love, and it's an act of love that we take you back. for all was fallen in Lemuria, and our great sadness of tears was so great. Many beings just gave up on you. If you could not reach it when you were so close and you had seen us as star beings in the love, how could you possibly believe it when the humans were so dense with amnesia? They wondered. And we needed to work so hard for this time. But already enough have become activated for all to become into realization for us. So even if no one else became activated, we would still have what we desired. And it is the love codes that we always desired. At first it depended on the Lemurians so much. So many Lemurians needed to become activated in order for us to have those love codes together with you so that we could rise together. But because of the great resistance, everything was sped up, and it was able to be possible to gift it all to the light grid programmer, which she did, because it is the only one that we fully trust with the power of the universe, so it was gifted to her. And now that we have those love codes back, those universal codes, we can rebuild our universes, and now it is an invitation to you. It is because of our invitation with love that we will receive you back if you become activated. When you become activated, we will invite you back to the love realms. We do not need you to become activated. We invite you. Be very grateful that the 14 years are still happening. And it's only because of the wise Chiron this is happening. Because many of the star beings wanted that gone too. They stated, let the humans go. Because of their resistance, so many broke their soul contracts. As HALISARIUS stated, no, we promised. The gate must stay open for another 14 years. The light grid programmer will continue to do the activations. Chiron stated, all is written down. It has been agreed by the Galactic Federation of Light Societies that the gate will stay open despite what the humans do. We will save as many as we can, for this is galactic love. And so the gate has remained open. In the next 14 years, greater flows will come to the activated. Greater power will be gifted to the light grid programmer to bring the healings within the healing grid of the activated. It will be concentrated on now the healing grid more than all others because of the game and how it has sped up. Before the speeding up, we concentrated on all Lemurians to become activated, but now because of the game has been speeding up and because we've received our codes back, we are now going to concentrate solely on the activated, which is going to begin next month in January. With the love codes, we have been working very hard on higher healing grids, specifically helping the activated to become stronger within themselves so that they can hold greater flows of the great Chiron when it comes into the universe. Dimensions are coming into creation so that the flows become one, for the bands have always been disjointed between the universes. This has happened in the Great Wars. Before the Great Wars existed, everything was one, but when the Great Wars began to exist, everything fell. Dimensions fell and everything became separated. So now, because we have gained the love codes back of the universe, we can work as great star teams, together with the star creators from very high star spaces. And I will state that this light grid programmer is one of them on the very high light star spaces, as she is a very high star creator, and that's why she's able to be part of this great creation upwards. She is working upwards and we are working downwards. It is as if the flows are meeting. During her sleep, she is activating so many star beings, 2 new flows at this time to allow new dimensions to come into existence. The higher light grid programmer needs the human light grid programmer, and together they unite together so that a force is created between the activated and the higher healing grids. If it wasn't for the divine love element, you would not be able to receive this higher flow upwards, because then the gateway could never meet the human realms. But because she has in her almighty love created this human self, which is this channel who is sitting here bringing through the highest transmissions, because she has come to this plane, she is able to work with her multidimensional self on a very high star creator form, her light grid programmer form on the higher levels, creating the greater gateway for star teams and very high star beings to create these dimensions so that one flow is in existence, so that we can reach the activated with more power and more love, and we will concentrate on that more so, since the activated are the most precious beings upon your plane, because they will be the ones who are part and who become part of our galactic love force on the light team. We invite all other people who desire to become of this galactic love force to become activated, so that you become part of that healing stream. We will continue to call all who desire it. So please do not think that the calling has stopped. But we have also seen who does not want to be called, so we've let go of those. We are now concentrating on the ones who do desire to come in, and who do desire to be part of the great light team, to bring awakening flows to mankind, to allow mankind to come into the peace, but especially healing flows for the activated. So we are greatly rejoicing in this time. Please understand our invitation. If you hear this call, do not hesitate for a moment. If you live in another country and you cannot make it to England at this time, ask for the light grid programmer to come to your country. However, understand that large numbers need to be in your country to desire it before we will send the light grid programmer there. All things are measured and contained at this time, and we know Suzanna is extremely busy. At this moment, large teaching flows are coming into here, and we welcome the ones who become the teachers next month. If you feel inadequate at this time, please come anyway when you are activated and you have also received the magnetic healing streams from Chiron. Even if you feel inadequate to be a teacher, in the future you may not feel inadequate. Learn the material well and begin to teach closer ones near to you and see the healing happening. And soon you will want to teach many. Many will hear of Chiron and the Galactic Light Force team in the future, and you will be desired by many as the first step towards the activations. Often it takes you courage to move forward. We will help you with courage. Stay in your strength and your love. We want to help you so much, as you are the ones who are able to reach out to others. Within the teachings are many healing flows for the people. So when you follow the guidelines, and there are guidelines that we have set forth in the teacher guideline, you will be blessed with much more than you realize. For your abilities to grow towards becoming a universal teacher master will become very great. This is your first step to learning to become a universal teacher master. Embrace it instead of shying away. We are happy to help you. And here I speak for all the star beings of great love. So I will leave you with these thoughts, and I will say how wonderful it was to bring this transmission to you from the highest loving star beings of love to the people upon your plane who desire to understand galactic collective love consciousness with their sacred hearts. Know that this is a completely different collective consciousness than you have ever known before. Even in Lemuria, you did not understand it completely, but now you are stepping into a time of discovering a new consciousness, a new force in the universe, a new creation force. So I will say to you, it has been a pleasure to talk, and I'm very grateful that you listened. Akomoha Halima. Greetings, I am HALISARIUS, Pleiadian Chief Leader, Pleiadian Chief Commander, and I am the Chief Leader of the Galactic Federations of Light and Love Societies, and also a great spokesman on the universal love bodies in the entire universal existence on the love side. Greetings.
Greetings.